With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let us start with our question. In this question, it is given that the figure shows a constant deviation prism ABCD. Now the incident ray is our this PQ and the emergent ray is ST. Although it is made of one piece of glass, but it is equivalent to two 30, 60, 90 prism and 45, 45, 90 prism. So we can say that this is our a single prism, but we can say that there are two prism here. Okay, in this here. Now the theta 1 is the angle of incidence on the face AB. So we can say that on this face it is our theta 1 and on this face we can say that CD this is our theta 2. Now if refractive index of this glass is 2 sine theta 1, we need to find what is the ratio of Q1 divided by Q2. That means the angle of incidence to the angle of emergence. We need to find this value. Okay. Now first of all we just apply our Snell's law at the boundary AC. So at AC by Snell's law we can say that here refractive index value would be equals to 1. Due to air, so we can say that mu sine of angle of incidence, which is equals to theta 1. This would be equals to refractive index of this glass. We just call this as to be mu sine of, let's say here the angle of refraction is small r, so we can say that sine r. Now what is the value of mu? Mu value of this medium has been given us to as 2 sine theta 1, so we can say that 1 into sine theta 1. This would be equals to 2 sine theta 1. This is the value of mu multiplied by sine r. So clearly we can see that sine theta 1 would be cancelled. So we can say that sine r would be equals to 1 divided by 2, which means our r, this would be equals to 30 degrees. Okay, that means we can just write here as 30 degree. Let's say we just write here as 30 degree. Okay, now another one of the property of the prism we would be using. Okay, the property of the prism is like this. For example, this is our prism and let's say the light is incidenting here at the surface. Okay, now afterward there would be a let's say this is the refraction. Okay, it is becoming like this. Now afterward it is going like this. Okay, this is the case. Let's say the angle of incidence here is I and the angle of emergence is E, and these two, there are two angles. So we say that this is our angle of refraction. Let's say this angle we call to be R and we call this angle to be our R dash. And if this is our angle of prism, then we can say that our small r plus r dash, this would be equals to the angle of the prism. Okay, we will be using this property. Now, so because why we are doing this, for example, if we just draw a normal onto this surface, if we just draw a normal, so this and this, they would be intersecting. So here, what is the angle? How to get the value of the this angle? Either we can just use the principle of the geometry, or we can just use this principle that this angle plus this angle, we can just consider this to be one of the prism. So we can say that this angle plus this angle would be equals to the total angle here. Now how to get the value of the total angle? Now this angle is what? It is 60. Total is 90. So what would be this angle? It would be 60. Now this is 60. And let's say this angle is, we can just suppose this angle to be x. So we can say that 60 plus x plus 45, this would be equals to 180. The sum property of the triangle. So we can say that 60 plus x plus this 45, this would be equals to 180. Now from this expression, we get the value of x to be 15. If we calculate, the x would turn out to be 15. So what would be the angle A? Angle A, total angle, it would be equals to 75. So we can say that A would be equals to 75, and we already know small r. So we can say that r dash would be equals to A minus of r, and A would be equals to 75 minus r value we have calculated to be 30. So this angle would turn out to be 45 degrees. That means this is hitting here at an angle of 45 degree. So this is the case of total internal reflection. So if this is the angle of incidence, angle of reflection would again be 45 degree. Okay, because light ray is coming into the medium itself. That is, this is the condition for our TIR. Now, how to get the value of here? Because if we get the value of here, then we can get the value of the I2. Now, first of all, we just get the value of this angle. Let's say this angle is Y. How can we get the value of this angle Y? So we can say that this is our quadrilateral. Now, the total angle in a quadrilateral, this would be equals to what? It would be equals to 360. Now, what is total this angle? This angle would be 90. What is total this angle? So this is 90 plus 30. That means total angle is 120. Now here, what is total angle? 45 or plus 45. That means 90. Then we can get the value of Y. So 90 plus 120 plus 90 plus Y, this equals to 360. So we just write the values 90 plus 90 plus 120 plus Y. This value would be equals to 360. Now if we calculate the value of Y from this expression, Y would turn out to be 60 degrees. That means the surface, this light ray is making an angle of 60 degree from the surface. So what would be the angle of incidence at this surface? It would be equals to total angle is 90, this angle is 60, so it would be 30 degrees. Now again, if we apply our Snell's law at this surface, at the surface CD, if we apply our Snell's law at CD, so we can say that refractive index of the glass times the angle of this incidence, we can say 30. This would be equals to refractive index of the outer medium, where it would be air, refractive index is 1, times the sine of angle of theta 2. So we say that mu into sine of 30, this would be equals to refractive index of air, which is 1 sine of theta 2. Now what is the value of mu? Mu value, we already know mu value is given as to be 2 sine of theta 1. And what is the value of sine 30? It is equals to 1 divided by 2. This is sine theta 1. This would be equals to sine of theta 2. Now this 2 and this 2 would be cancelled. So the final answer would be our sine theta 1. This is equals to sine of theta 2, which will implies that our theta 1 is equals to theta 2, or the ratio would be theta 1 divided by theta 2. This ratio would be equals to 1. Now if we check for our option, theta 1 by theta 2 is equals to 1, that means B would be the correct option. Hope you understood the solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.